Today's Tao Buffet, I wanted to discuss a phrase that I think my dad told me a long time ago. I'm not sure if he butchered it, I'm not sure if I'm remembering it right, but it's this. A coward dies 1,000 deaths, but a hero dies but one. What that means is that when you live in fear, when you're always thinking about what could go wrong, I'm afraid this is going to happen, I'm afraid something bad is going to happen. Every time you fear the consequence, the negative consequence, you are dying a little bit. You are experiencing that negative experience for no reason. So this actually happened to me. I found myself consciously doing contrary to what I would normally do this last week. I got to Florida, where it happens to be like 275 degrees and humidity of like underwater, and my luggage was lost. And so a lot of people's luggage was lost, and so I'm in the line and there are people like screaming and pissed off, and I was just like, you know what? I have no consequences yet to this. There's nothing I can do about this, so I will process and I will go through this experience and I will deal with the situations as they come, because that's the way they're supposed to be. You know, if I get to a situation where all my clothes are stinky and people don't want to be around me, that's when the warrior will have to face his battle. That's when I'll die my death. But I'm not going to sit here and worry about that situation, because as I worry about it, it hasn't happened and I'm dying a little bit inside. Does that make sense? I love that idea. It's something that I'm really trying to focus on. The idea, you know, this. I mean, it's kind of obviously a lot of these Tao Buffet stories are the same thing over and over, and that's because I have a limited capacity for new thought ideas, I suppose. But sometimes that's also what I believe a spiritual practice is about. You don't figure something out in terms of your spiritual, emotional growth and evolution and then go, cool, got it, what's next? You have to practice that idea. You have to, because everything in the world wants to snap you out of that. So sometimes different ways of hearing the same thing, different tools and techniques, those are all ways of practicing. And I can tell you from experience that I've been practicing for the last 2 years and I'm getting better. I could tell as I was in line at the airport waiting to report my bag, when they said, what bag was it like? I'm like, it was like D22. And they go, and what color was it? And I go, well, it's mostly black, but then there's a big swatch of pink fur on it. And they're like trying to figure out which checkbox. I'm like, just say it's black. But as the whole process, I was like, look, this is the path that I have to walk right now. I can be upset about this path. I still have to walk it, so it does no good. And of course, the luggage was delivered the next day. Everything worked out, and even with fresh clothes, you still sweat like some sort of resident of the planet Mars when you're in Florida. I don't know how people live there. Here's the thing: if people in Florida, walking around Florida, it's like everybody is moist and flushed. It's like the entire state just finished masturbating. It's very, very unsettling. I'm not sure if I like that feeling at all. Ugh. I was looking at pictures from the trade show I was at, and every picture I'm like, dude, it looks like I just got out of the swimming pool. There's like things dripping off me. Okay, so Tao Buffet lesson of today: a coward dies 1,000 deaths, and a hero dies but one. So next time you're feeling like you are dying a little death, take a step back and think, am I in coward mode right now? Is this a battle I need to be losing in my mind? Or is this a battle I can save for later and I can charge forward? The warrior doesn't live in the defeat until he's defeated. And even then, because he's living in victory, he's living in positivity, that defeat is one of honor. Alright. And with that, I think we should have a HugNation hug. Are you guys up for that? Because the Hugmobile is yards away. I can feel its vibe through the wall. I'm going to transfer it to you guys. You guys are going to wrap it up in a hug, swirl it around, and we're going to shoot it around the world, alright? Ready? Okay. Grab yourselves by the shoulders. Look at all the great people in this room. Oh my goodness. We've got Wandering Angel, Zelia, Sarah, Vic, and Gif, and Tomato all on cam. Squeeze in their pinkness. I can see all these incredible people in the chat room, all their names swirling by. Think of all those people as if they were right next to you and you were embracing them. As you were squeezing them, you could feel their physical being. Their physical being that is just a shell that holds this incredible, miraculous energy. And then imagine that you're embracing all of those people. And that energy is almost too much for your arms to contain. And then feel that their energy, it comes inside of you and empowers you, and you are buzzing with that energy. And then imagine that as you feel all that energy, you are now embracing all the people that you've seen in your week. All the people you've passed on the roads, in the hallways, all the people you've seen at work, all the people you've talked to on the phone, seen on TV, all the people that you haven't even considered but are walking their paths all over the world. And regardless of what their politics are, regardless of what their religions are, the vast majority of them would rather hug you than hurt you. Don't let the bad voices convince you otherwise. So squeeze yourself. Be empowered by all that positive love energy in this room, all the people that are listening in the archives, because this is a timeless experience. Swirl it around, feel that power, spread it, encompass all those people we just visualized. Feel the world getting warmer, pulsing bigger. You are a part of it. You are a cell in this massive one thing, this human organism, this living thing that is our planet, that is love. Let's just sit in it for a second. Happy HugNation. I love you. Thank you so much for being a part of HugNation. Thank you for embracing love. Thank you for allowing yourself to love, opening to love. Thank you for being a part of this divine experience. On behalf of myself and Grandpa Caleb, we love you. And we will see you perhaps on the road, but definitely next week. Happy HugNation. I love you.
You only live once. Enjoy the color.